I'm talking Beamer all clean, fit too mean, finger all shiny on my baby's diamond ring. I was on a high till I caught onto the scene. Swear I lost my heart when I fell in love with things. Rookie year went broke like Jalen Rose. Got the price, sold my soul to the things I own. Switched up, locked in and got my mind right. Prioritizing, got my business and my time right. Wristwatch, no TikTok, you know the crime.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Wednesday. Y'all know what time it is. BBS Boys Detroit. We're up in the house. I am your host, E-Dub, Dub-E, whichever way you want to call it, as long as it got an E in it, baby. We here today to have some fun, y'all. It's Wednesday night. You know how we do at 7 o'clock. First, before we get started, I got to do what I always do. I got to shout out to all my fellow BBS Boy Detroit members. That is my man, Sonny Mac. Sitting up in the house with me as he regularly does. My man Tony Tone.
Yo.
Gotta give up to my man DJ Tone, nephew Brent, my man Buck, and the one and only E right here, y'all. We up in the house to have some fun with y'all tonight. Also, gotta give a shout out to my man Glen, and I'm gonna let y'all know who my guest is gonna be in a few minutes. But little do you know, he's already in the house. It's gonna be very interesting. Also, want to give a special shout out to Sonya tonight for running the board for us.
Yo.
You know, it's going down. And also, to all the chapters across the country, got to give a shout out to New Jersey, New York, B More, which is Baltimore, Oakland, ATL, and out there in Florida, y'all. If I missed it, don't charge it to my heart, man. Charge it to the game because we got a lot going on tonight. You know what I'm saying? I also want to give a special shout out to all the people out here who are celebrating and understanding what the culture is when we talk about that 80s, 90s culture from way back then. We like to call it the paid in full era. You know what I'm talking about? That record comes on right on time. Every time, man. So, you know, when we talk about the cars, we talk about the lifestyle, the clothes, the music, all of that, man. We like to hit y'all with all of that on this particular show. So, we about to get into it, man. And I'm bringing on the guest of all guests. We've had a bunch of people up here, but this one right here is special to me, man. Because this guy has been around for a long time. And y'all have heard him on my show. Y'all have heard him on this particular show time and time again. But we're going to really chop it up with him today, man. Give it up for none other than my man, Glen Cannon.
What's happening?
Yo, man.
What's going on, E?
I'm glad that you decided to come on this side of the mic, man, and get down with us, man. Again, Sonya, shout out to you. Thank you for holding it down for us. That's beautiful. But, man, I want to get into it, and I got to do what I always do, even though I know what your car is. I know what your preference is. But I got to ask you, and we got to tell the people, man, what is your preference of a vehicle from that paid in full era that you like to rock?
My preference would be Mercedes.
Okay. What class?
Wow. Now that's when it gets hard.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, I bought a 190 when they first became available. Mm-hmm. And I love that car. I thought it was because I'm a small man, and I was even a smaller man then. Mm-hmm. And I thought that it just fit me very well. And when I put the wide body kit on it, I mean, it just...
He went out there, the wide body on it. Yeah.
So, but, you know...
What color was it, Glen?
It was red.
Yeah, that's me. I had a red one, too.
Yeah, it was
with
red.
The peanut butter interior?
Yes.
Yeah.
But as you mature and you age, you start to understand things in terms of performance. Mm-hmm. You know, back then it was all about the look.
Right.
But then when you get off into those cars, then you start getting off into how they perform.
Right.
And, you know, so I went into a 300 after that. Then I bought my mom a SL. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a 500, but it was, I think, a 320. 320 SL, yep. So, you know, but, you know, I took about 10 years where I started driving Jaguars. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm just a lover of European
Same here,
cars.
Man. Yeah,
you know?
European cars. You can't go wrong. They last a long time, man. You know, they, like you said, the handle, the way the performance of the cars are.
Rack and pinion.
Yeah, that's what them Jags was known for. Too,
and you know, when you start driving them young, you know, and then you get off into a Cadillac, or one of your buddies have a Cadillac or something like that, and you're just not used to all that play in the steering. You know, for me anyway, I couldn't get with the American ride after
experiencing those cars for so period of time.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
So I think what sold me on Jaguar is that it was a cross between a European vehicle and an American vehicle in terms of the comfortability
of the car.
The car. Yeah, so it handled like a European car, but it rolled like an American car.
Now you had the XJ what?
I had 4 XJ. Well, I had an XJ6, XJ8, I believe it was.
Yep.
Then I did a conversion on a V12, where I took the V12 out of the car, and it was a XJS. I took the V8. I took the V12 out of the car and put a vet engine in it.
And see, he be talking about, man, I don't fool with them cars. I don't know.
Well, I didn't physically do it.
But you knew what you wanted.
But you know, right.
Yeah. But I didn't. I ain't turned one screwdriver, one wrench.
I got you. But you knew what you wanted, so that's the main thing.
Yeah.
You know?
And I ended up giving that car to a friend of mine that passed away. He loved that car. After I finished it, and I gave the car to him, and may he rest in peace. That was my man. He succumbed to COVID, but he just loved that car, man. And one day he was just joking, man, when you gon', man, you don't even drive it, when you gonna give me this car? And I showed up on his birthday, man, with the title and said,
there you go. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now that's true friendship, man.
Oh,
that ain't nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? That's day long. That's your day one guy. You know.
Yeah.
So Glenn, I want to get into your career, man. How you got into this entertainment thing, man? Because you have been a staple in this industry for little people that don't know. You know, for folks out there that don't know, this man has been around for a long time. Has created some fabulous careers for people. It's the truth.
She had to hit me.
Sorry, having fun back there now. So I just want people to, you know, tell them a little story about how you got started in the business, man, and your passion for it, and then, you know, we'll get off into some other things. But I want to hear the inception of you building this thing, this entertainment conglomerate that you did and that you're around.
Actually, to be perfectly honest with you, I think that I was born into it. Music has always been in my spirit. Some things happened in my life that caused me to be hard-headed and deny my talents. And it led to me doing other things. And I came back to it, if you will.
Right.
Once I grew up, found out what my true calling was, and then I finally submitted to that. So I like to say that I was born into it, and I've always known it. I've always been able to create, and I always knew what I wanted to do. I was just being hard-headed because of circumstances.
Right.
Yeah.
I always say that you didn't go back to it. The music called you.
Yeah,
and it still calls me
and it
to
still
this
calls
day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But look at what when you talk about creative ideas and creative, you know, things. You created Street Noise and Entertainment, right?
Well, actually, the company started out as Song King Music.
Okay.
And as we evolved and grew, Song King was, in my mind, traditional R&B. And that's what I did under that banner. And as hip-hop started to gain popularity, I added Street Noise.
Okay.
So it was Song King / Street Noise. And then when my son, when he took over the company, then he wanted to drop Song King And now we just have Song King Music Publishing, which holds our publishing catalog. And Street Noise Entertainment is our entertainment company.
And inside that entertainment company, there is what?
Music, film, radio.
Okay.
All of the things that that we can do to entertain people. Theatrical plays, poetry. So it's a hub like for creative people, if you will.
Yeah,
A one-stop shop.
Yeah, and now we in there.
Yeah.
We in there. We part of that. We
Well,
part of that.
I mean, but if you think back, I mean, back during the days when we the company was housed in your parents' building.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All you had to do was knock on the door.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
So it's I've always tried to set a standard for the company in terms of pretty much not allowing ungifted people to be a part of what we did. Not because I don't like people, I love people, but I think that gifted people should be in the business and non-gifted people should have their day job or whatever it is that they do, you know.
Right.
And as hip-hop grew and evolved, well, everybody and their mama felt like they could be in the entertainment industry, and I've just never bought into that.
Nah, you're right though, because everybody can't.
Yeah, everybody can.
You know, do
just
what you
like
do.
just like I couldn't put that engine in that car.
Exactly.
And I didn't try to fool myself about that I could.
You got somebody else who that's their talent. That's what they know how to do.
So I just, not to discriminate people, because I try to be a very inclusive guy, but I think that people thrive and do their best when they're put in a place where they, number one, know what they're doing, number two, they have a good time doing it, and number three, that's the only way to win.
Right. You don't, like people who own sports teams, they don't go find some guy that they got to,
Exactly.
he just fresh out or whatever, and he can't do stuff. You get somebody that's got some talent, that's what they call showcases for, right? You know, do a showcase.
Well, I don't mind grooming talent. I've groomed plenty of talent in my career. But you have to come with the goods.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A diamond
you gotta have talent
starts
to groom,
out as a piece of coal.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then somebody has to process it. Somebody has to polish it. And that's what we do here at Street Noise. We bring talent in and we cultivate the talent.
Exactly.
But you got to have the talent.
Exactly, man. That makes the journey just so much more
easier,
collaborative too.
Yeah.
You know.
And music to me is a very spiritual thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't feel it, then it's not real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's a very spiritual thing to me. And people, sometimes people, the younger cats around to come, oh man, you just old school. But I got sense enough to know that if there's not an old school, if you will, there's no way it could be a new school.
Exactly.
It couldn't exist.
Can't happen.
So I got sense enough to know that and stand firm on that. And I understand that oftentimes young people use that as an excuse to shortcut issues. Rather than deal with the issue, they'll just tell you, man, you old school.
Right. Yeah. And
now let's bypass that.
And it hit them here.
But
because see, in my opinion, you said something that kind of like touched me a little bit there, because in this music thing, I've felt that before too. You feel something in that project or whatever.
Absolutely.
That song, like to write a song and to watch it manifest and turn into something.
Absolutely.
You get this feeling on the inside.
Yes.
And if you don't have that feeling, then that's why it takes so long to do a song.
Yeah.
You got to write it. It's got to come from somewhere. Then when you're doing it, you know what you want that to sound like.
Then you have to perfect it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So it don't happen in just like, you got some people that are talented enough to go in there and they can go in one take, but it's still gonna get revamped again, because once you go back and listen to it, you hear something different, because you hear that you know that thing where some people say you got that ear, you can hear that. So I've always had that, and it don't come with everybody. I can't play an instrument, but I know what's supposed to sound like.
Right.
I done been with somebody, Mike Brown, who did some Anita Baker stuff. I done sat and watched him mix a song, and some to the average ear it might sound like it's like it's good, but the person who's sitting there, you can hear something is off. I need to tweak this. I need to tweak that. It's been times I've left here and you say, man, I gotta go mix this song down. That ain't gonna happen in an hour.
No,
that ain't gonna happen in no hour. People don't understand the behind the scenes stuff, so that's what I'm trying to bring to the forefront.
It's the thing of it is, technology is a great thing.
Yeah.
When it's used properly. But there's the misuse of technology as well. And a lot of cats now, because the studio costs have come way down and they can put a computer in their room and a mic, well, they tend to think that everything they do is good.
Right.
And, it's just not true. There's good music, there's great music, and then there's bad music. Garbage.
Yeah.
And anything that you don't put your time into will not reap you any reward.
Right.
That's just life. That don't have nothing to do with music.
Right.
True. If you don't put the time and the patience and the care and the love into it, how do you expect to get something out of it?
Yeah.
And some people tell you, well, so and so he didn't do this and he just did that and he got a hit. Well, you got to understand something. A hit in today's music industry don't necessarily get you rich.
No, not at all. You're gonna get some likes.
You might get some
a lot of likes.
Yeah, you might go viral.
That's it.
But
that's
what
true.
they don't understand is, it's very few people that can deposit likes and going viral into an account.
Right.
And it's kind of like I was listening the other day, and they were talking about curators and influencers. Well, I don't need to be no influencer. I need for my creations to influence what I'm doing.
Exactly. When they started coming up with these titles for these folks, man, I was like, what? That's, again, people look at us like, okay, that's you old school. You ain't understanding. Well, I think, like you said, there can't be no new school unless it was a old school. Somewhere.
Well, Princeton is still in business, right?
Yeah.
Is Yale still in business?
They all still in business.
So when they add these new schools, they don't shut the
old ones down.
Traditional ones down that turn out these lawyers and where Michelle Obama came from, Harvard, and they don't shut those institutions down, do they?
Nah, not at all.
So that means that it doesn't even make sense. It's just something that people. It's an excuse, you know. And I've adopted for this year for the company. My tagline was "Do the work." Well, this year is "Fuck your excuses." I think
I like that.
So put man up in front of that.
Yeah. Well, man up.
Yeah, man up.
And fuck your excuses.
There you go.
Because if we're going to achieve greatness, not just in the entertainment industry, but as a people, if we I notice now that, what's up, king? Hey, queen, but you don't treat her like a queen. You just saying that because you heard somebody else say that.
Right. It's cliche.
It's cliche.
Yeah.
But what is a queen?
Right. Exactly.
You can't treat the queen any kind of way.
Right.
That's right.
And if you a king, you have to conduct yourself
as a king.
Right. You don't just get that title because it's popular.
They diminish the value of the word of the title.
Exactly. And not that I don't believe that we are kings and that we come from royalty. I do believe that.
Right.
But it's all based on your deeds. All of those titles are based on, if you a king, that means you should be able to lead.
That's right.
Very true.
People, y'all need to join in and get some of this knowledge, man. Call us up, join the conversation at 248-429-7224.
Shit, I thought this interview was over.
No, it ain't over, man.
It's just getting started, baby.
Also, if you're trying to check us out live right now, make sure you go to Vent Radio Plus. Not P-U-L-S, but plus, the plus symbol.
Plus sign.
You got to go check us out there, man. But this is very interesting. I'm telling you, this man always dropping knowledge, man, always dropping gems. So you mentioned, Glenn, you mentioned something about film. Let's talk a little bit about film. How many films have you done to date?
Well, I've worked on many films as part of a crew or part of a team. However, Street Noise we're premiering our very first featured film. We've done a short, but May 13th of this year, we will premiere Beautiful Noise. It is our very first feature film.
Okay.
Let's
say that again.
That's what's up.
Beautiful Noise is going to be featured May 13th?
Yeah, May 13th, we will be premiering the film Beautiful Noise at the Bel Air Luxury Cinema Complex on 8 Mile. That's as close as I could get the film back to my roots.
Okay.
Our director of the film, his father, the first movie that he went to, his father took him to the Bel Air.
Oh, okay.
And I was trying to pay homage to that part of his life, as well as go back to my roots as close as I could get to my roots, because when I was a kid, we wasn't even loud on 8 Mile for real.
That's real talk. Yeah, that's for real.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, for me personally, it's kind of like, boy, you didn't turn out the way that they said you would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here you are in this building with your own film, with your own team. So it's
doing it, man.
That's man.
Doing it.
What's Scarface say? No, look at you now.
yeah.
Look at you now.
Doing it, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
So I guess it's me kind of popping my collar without popping my collar.
Man, you deserve to do all of that.
All
BBS Boys Detroit gonna be up in the house.
Yeah, and I want to invite everyone, no matter where you watching or hearing my voice from, you're invited. Come down for a great film. It is a family-friendly film. It's rated actually PG-13.
Okay.
So, is that right, Sonya? Did I say that right? You can bring the whole family out to the premiere. Walk the red carpet, get sharp, take some pictures. We have a VIP theater and we have a general admission theater for the film. So that's May 13th, 2022. We will all be at the Bel Air, and I'm sure the BBS Boys going to have them bins.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
On that
We'll
day.
be the place. Yeah. So how can they get their tickets, though?
Right now, we decided not to do any online sales.
Okay.
So you can call the radio station or any member of the cast or crew for your tickets. BBS Boys, you can get with them if you want tickets. Should I say the price of the tickets?
You can. Yeah, you might as well.
Price of the tickets, VIP are $80 and general admission is $35. And we're working on the after party right now.
Okay. Also, y'all can come get these tickets at the Family Fun Day. More to come on that. We'll announce that later in the show. But come and show up there.
It'll be before.
The show. The film is before that. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. But we still talk about the Family Fun Day.
I'm definitely going to talk about the Family Fun Day.
That's going to be popping too. So we got a lot of things coming up here at Vent Radio and BBS Boys Detroit, man. So Glenn, this film.
That's what's up.
You say it's a family friendly type film. I don't want you to give away any kind of stuff about the movie.
I like to say a feel good film.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got a good message in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's it's about love, it's about redemption. It's about stereotypes where you might think that a dude is something that he's really not.
Okay.
It's about not judging a book by its cover.
Perception.
Just because I wear a hoodie and a baseball cap don't necessarily mean I'm a thug.
Right.
So I'm gonna leave it right there.
Okay.
You gotta come check it out.
Okay. Yeah.
He just reeled everybody in on that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, you know what we do.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I like it.
So wait till the next feature film come.
Yeah, I heard. I heard that. Can I give it away?
Go ahead, put it on out there, Glenn.
I don't know if I'm going to be directing, but I know that I'm going to be producing the BBS Boys life story. So that's
put it out there, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen my contract yet, so I don't know if I'm
well, if you want to see your contract, talk to your compadre.
They're being printed up right now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm just work made for hire.
I got you.
And don't worry about the fine print. Don't worry
Don't worry about the fine.
Yeah, but I'm also I'm proud to be a part of that, because I know that it's going to be a great story, and that's what we got to get into, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate on anything that anybody's doing, because everybody should get an A for effort. But there's more stories to us than just drugs. There's more stories to us than just gangs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
kind of like they used to say, there's a million stories in the big city,
Right.
and yours is just one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And BBS boys have a story, and
We do.
God willing,
definitely got a story.
we gonna put it on the big screen.
But before we get to, we got one where we got to talk about the May premiere for all of that, man. We got to get that off the chain and make sure everybody understand to come check that out.
Please,
man. So we're gonna
come
promote that like
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Put your
'Cause
clothes, cause it's a premiere. It's not a screening. It's a premiere. So that means put your little stuff on, and come on out. Get sharp and come hang with us. We're gonna have a great time. And then after the movie, we're going to be up in somewhere dancing and having a good time.
That's
what's
what's
up.
up.
So
Yeah.
there's definitely gonna be an after party. I'm just not sure of the venue yet,
Mhm.
but we will get that information out to you. We're gonna bombard social media with this film. So if you don't know about it, it's cause you don't want to know.
Oh, they definitely gonna know.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So
I like that one.
once you get the what do you call that? The
Trailer,
yeah, the trailer.
it's done.
Oh, okay. So
Trailer
we'll be,
drops April 1st.
okay. So yeah, that show we have in April, we'll be probably showing the trailer at the end of the show here.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But I mean, it's great, man. At this stage of my career, to even hooking up back with you guys, you know what I mean? It's like it's giving me new life in terms of what's next. You know what I mean? It's as soon as I do something, that my mind it just clicks to, okay, what's next?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That energy. is
Exactly.
back there, you know.
And I think that's what I love about my industry. It's always exciting. It's always new people with ideals and things that they want to do, and then you bring all those things together and build it as a team, and it makes the work so much easier, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
When you can look, I can look to Tone and say, Tone, well, okay, you handle this right here, because I need to be handling that.
Right.
And know it's going to
get done.
That's the
right.
beautiful part.
Exactly.
When you know that it's going to get done.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's kind of how we operate.
That is.
you
yeah,
know.
it's
When he could be somewhere else. I could be here, and Sonny Mac could be over there, and
Yeah.
DJ over here, and we talk about what needs to be done, and boom,
Let's do it.
somebody gonna grab that, somebody gonna do that,
And they
this,
gonna
that,
run
and
with
they
it.
gonna
Yeah.
run with it. Now,
but it kind of makes you understand the importance of being able to pass the ball.
right,
You know, we from little boys, they teach us, hey man, pass that ball. You can't outrun that pass.
right,
That's true.
But when you get into manhood, you see how important being able to have somebody to pass the ball to.
exactly,
Right.
You know what I mean?
right. And then that goes back to that whole thing we talk about manning up. I mean, we all got special talents, like you just mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
You already know what you're good at, and you know what you suck at.
Yep.
Right? So why you keep trying to do what you suck at, and you should just go and let your man handle that part. You do what you good at, and you bring that stuff together, and there you go. You get something accomplished.
Believe it or not, though, a lot of people don't know what they suck at.
Or yeah, well, I
If
think
enough people start telling them, maybe
Yeah.
they'll start listening.
yeah,
Well,
that's true, but
I mean, you ever met that guy or that girl who is a jack of all trades and a master of none?
Ooh,
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We-
been there.
So some people really, in their minds, think that whatever they doing it because it's them doing it, that is good.
That is
Right,
good.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it really ain't.
Right.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but like you said too, it's about the effort you put into trying to do what you need to do. Like
Absolutely.
I don't like for this. I don't come here just open the door. Hey Glenn, I'm here. Let's do a show.
Yeah,
You got to do some research. You got to do some things. So I
Prepare
knew a few
yourself
things
for it.
about you
Yep.
already.
Yes.
So I didn't have to do a whole lot of this, that, and the other. And plus, you easy to talk to, as far as getting, because I know what to ask you because I've been around you and I know what you do. So, like, even other
Glen
people that
ain't
you bring
easy
up
to
here,
talk to, man.
it depends on what you're talking to him about. It depends on what you're talking to him about. So, I'm saying with me, he easy to talk to. So,
he easy with me too, but I'm just saying, hey, man.
Is she don't ever switch over to E?
Switch to that.
Oh,
okay.
dang.
Got this over here.
See what I mean?
See, that's what I mean. See, that's that jack of all trades, master of none.
But you gotta know the complete quote.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, turn your mic on and give us
hook
the
us up with
complete.
that. Tell us what the complete is. Okay.
Oh, see,
She gonna
see,
look that
see,
up.
look, she got to go to Google. You see what I mean?
Hey, y'all, give us a call, 248.
See, they really think the phone is smart.
Yeah.
They really do.
Join this conversation.
They don't know that it was a man that put all that data into the phone.
Right. Let's talk about Vent Radio for a minute.
Okay.
What inspired you to create Vent Radio and get this platform going?
What inspired me was being sick and tired of other people saying to me that I had to make my records the way that they wanted me to make them in order for me to get them played, or I had to kiss this person's ass, or all of the things that the powers that be in our industry control. I was sick of it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to create some kind of way to give my people an opportunity to be heard. And that was my inspiration for Vent Radio. And I hope that that's what we're doing.
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
I
And
think
how
so.
long has it been in?
Well, Vent Radio was probably Sonya? Probably in its 10th year. It's been, because when we first started, it was kind of a in-house situation until I could really understand and get the knowledge to understand how to program a station. People think that you just get popular records and play them, and that's just not the way to do it if you want to be successful at it. You have to know how to program music. You have to know what the listener wants. You have to know when they want it. You know what I mean? It's like with my own personal show, Grown Folks Nation.
Yeah, I was getting to that too, but go ahead.
Plug.
Yeah. Which, by the way, y'all, is on after this show.
Vent Radio.
Yeah, but you can only get it on our website through ventradio.net or Mixcloud. Okay, we don't broadcast it to the other platforms.
Again, that's for grown folks.
Yeah,
that's right.
You put them rugrats to bed when you tune in to Grown Folks Nation.
Yeah, it's smoky up in here, low lights, all that. You got the Barry White voice on, everything.
Couple candles going on.
It's all right. But back to what you were saying. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to interrupt.
It was really an ideal, man, of just trying to create something where people could have the freedom to say what they want, the way that they want to, regardless to what your religious beliefs are, regardless to whether you black, white, or other. I just wanted to create an environment where people could just pretty much do their thing the way they wanted to do it.
And it's been pretty
within
successful.
Reason. Yeah, and it's been a joy doing it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know if you guys ever stop by here on a Sunday. Like, Sunday is pretty much all gospel Christian programming, right?
Okay.
And I'm not a Christian, but that don't have nothing to do with it. That's what I'm trying to convey to people, that we have to quit separating ourselves from one another based on things that we don't agree with. It's all right if we don't agree on everything.
Right.
We can agree to disagree and still go to the park and have a good time.
Have a good time.
So be you.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I don't know if Tone's a Republican or a Democrat, and neither do I give a damn.
Right.
He all right with me. That's it. And that's what I'm trying to convey through Vent Radio, in terms of not a business, but an example. That it's okay. If you gay and you like dudes,
You ain't pointing at me.
No, I'm not. I'm not pointing at all.
I was like,
No, but I'm
look here.
I'm very serious though. I mean, I'm not pointing
No,
at
but
you.
you're right.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
If
man.
that's what you do, that don't mean that we can't be all right.
Right, exactly.
Right, true that.
Yeah.
That's not what that means. And I think even with that kind of issue, growing up from our era,
Right.
and y'all know this, you know, being a gay man, you can't hang out with us.
Right.
You can't. We don't want nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just not the reality of life. Because guess what? You wouldn't treat a family member that way if they was gay.
Right.
And you wouldn't want anyone else to treat them that way
It's true.
if it was your brother or your sister.
Exactly.
So through Vent Radio, I'm trying to set the example that it's okay to be different. We don't give a damn.
Right.
We want to be all right with everybody if we can.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever your political beliefs or your religious beliefs or your lifestyle, that's your own business.
Yep.
When you come here, we doing radio.
We're a
we
family, baby.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
trying to give up information that can help our people.
Yep.
That's it.
Exactly. And share knowledge, right?
And share knowledge.
Yeah.
And sometimes share some dumb shit.
Yeah, that happens too.
Because you know what I mean?
Because it's out there.
Yeah.
That's what's out there.
Because if we don't put the fact that it's dumb shit out there, then some of these kids are gonna believe that it's real.
Yes,
right,
yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
serving the right purpose.
We're not serving the right purpose. So we don't have to shun them for not knowing. We just got to be the example to them so that they'll find out. Because there was a time that we didn't know.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
We thought we knew,
Right.
but we didn't know.
You know.
Until you experience something.
Exactly.
Until you go. See,
Yeah,
that's
you
what I be
find
talking
out.
about.
Yep.
That's why I had to get him on this side, y'all.
He's deep.
Because sometimes, you know, doing the show, he be over there talking. Y'all don't even know who that is. And so, and he dropping all kind of stuff. So I had to get him on this side because it's so interesting to have a conversation with somebody that's on the same level and think like you do, and then at the same time,
Until I mess up.
well, we all do.
Look.
But we all do. But at the same time, okay, when somebody messes up, so like you said, what do?
Let's talk through it.
That's it.
That's it.
Let's
That's
talk
it.
through
You
it.
talk
That's
through
it.
it. That's okay to mess up.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that? Like
Yeah.
you said, ain't nobody perfect. We all growing and learning. I try to come out the house every day, interact with somebody, and learn something different. That's why you
Absolutely.
see, you know, over the last few shows, I didn't know all of these people. You know, I run into them
Yeah.
and say, hey, you know, I might have knew a few, but I run into folks and they doing what they doing, and I pull them to the side. Let me have a conversation with you. Now, everybody out there got podcasts. There's so many podcasts, so many other places.
Yeah.
So somebody might say, yeah, I was on, you know, the last few people that we had, they said they had their own.
Got their own. Yep.
But so what? I mean,
They still came
I'm
out
not,
with us.
I'm not in
They
competition
still
with
came
you.
out with
I
us.
want
Exactly.
I want to hear what you got to say.
Exactly.
And give you a platform to say it.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, there could be podcasts. There are millions and millions of podcasts.
Mhm.
Exactly.
But how do they operate? What is their mission statement?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What are they offering to the community?
Mm-hmm.
That's what counts. Because you can look out there, and there's a lot of foolishness going on out there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tons of it.
And
Yeah.
then there's some things out there that are useful to the people.
Like us.
Yeah. And the people have a choice.
That's right.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
If you choose foolishness, then okay.
So be it.
Go on
ahead.
over there with the foolishness.
Right.
But if you want substance and you want something that you can sit down with a father and a son and watch some young men and some older men tell you about how to navigate life, then that's who we want to be.
Exactly.
You know, we don't want to hear the stories about fathers fighting their sons
Right.
and pulling pistols on each other. And if that is your problem, we'd like for you to be able to turn on BBS Boys or any of the other shows on the network
Let's talk about
and
that.
and somebody give you some advice on when they had a problem with their son
And how they
and
handle
how they handled it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And then we want to know, you know, like this platform, we utilize it as well to promote black businesses. Like, that's another reason why you're sitting over there. You have a wonderful business. The entrepreneurship is just through the roof, you know, on what you're doing and giving other people an opportunity to express themselves through, their skills in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
And that's entrepreneurial too. People
Yeah.
don't think so, but it is.
Yeah.
Anytime that you putting out a product that you developed, that you created, that you're marketing, that's entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So
But from the level of guests that and to be just perfectly honest with you, I don't really do interviews myself because for so long it's been my job to prepare other people for this. But looking at the quality of interviews that you've had on this show, I was like, no problem, I'll do it, And I look at how you choose people as guests. You don't just go get somebody because you need somebody to fill some time. You bring people to the show that have something to say and have some kind of example to give or to leave. It's like the young man, the rapper that was here.
Very knowledgeable guy.
Very knowledgeable young
Very.
dude. You know what I mean? And when he said during the interview that
Chino.
Chino,
yeah.
Shout out to Chino.
Shout out Chino. But when he said publicly on this show that he did hip hop for grown people, that it hit me different. It just
and it's been resonating with you too.
Yeah, and it resonates with me, and I was like, wow, here's a dude,
because we talk about that a lot.
Yeah,
that's unafraid to be who he is. You know what I mean? Because so often now we got young people who want to be carbon copies of someone else.
Exactly.
And that's a dangerous thing. They don't understand it and know it, but it's really a dangerous concept.
It is. It is.
Because you put yourself in a position to always be doing something that you have no knowledge of.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that leads to
A lot of stuff.
a lot of foolery.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So
man.
did y'all hear this man say, I got a passing grade? Man, that means a lot to me.
Oh no, you're
That
doing
means-
your thing.
That means a lot to me because
I mean, if y'all let me show y'all what this dude be doing. Let me show y'all. Now, there's other hosts on this network that do this, but not to this extent. You probably can't make out all of the notes on there.
But both pages is
But
filled
both
up.
pages are full. That's his research and that's his script that he follows. So
thank you, sir.
you doing it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing about it is that any way that you go in the world, you'll be able to do this and know what you're doing.
Wherever you at.
Because when this camera and this mic aren't on, you're doing the work. And that's what I try to tell people. We got some people who've been on this network 5 years, and their gripe is, without saying no names, why I can't get the viewership? Why I can't get my numbers up? Right?
Yeah.
And I tell them, hey man, those people that you see on world news, even local news, or whatever program that you're watching, those people don't come to work 15 minutes before they go on the air.
Oh no.
Nah.
Those people get in those networks like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And their show may come on at 4 in the afternoon.
Right. They're getting prepped.
They're getting prepped.
Yeah.
They're getting their notes in order.
Yep.
They're doing all of the things to bring you accurate information, or as accurate as they can get it.
Yep.
That's right.
And that's what people don't understand. They think you just get in front of this mic
No.
and have a good time. And guess what? If that's what you do, that's what you do. But if you want to build something where people say, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock, let me see what E and them doing. If that's what you want people to do, you have to do the work. You have to do the research. You have to be able to articulate. You have to be able to enunciate. And you got to say people's names right.
Oh boy. Ooh, he always a producer. He always producing, man. That's the truth. That's facts, man. Because
that's
at
facts.
the end of the day, when that stuff is out there, you're not gonna look up me 10 years from now and go, man, that's my face. That's part of this network.
That's your
all
brand.
That stuff. That's it, man. So we got to make sure that whatever we do, and I've been raised that way. Whatever I do, I'm going all in.
And
Well,
then-
I'm gonna say something too, because as my brother he actually calls me and says, "Tone, we got to be prepared for this show. We have to be prepared. I got to do this, and I'm like, let's get feedback from everybody in the group. So he does that. He reaches out to all of us. We need to get people on here. I need to be able to interview them. I need to be able to prepare for them. I need to be able to ask them certain questions. It may be questions they don't want me to ask.
Right.
And I just see that in them,
See?
and I'm like, see,
I do that.
he's taking care of his business, and I
Yeah.
love that. I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it's any product that you're trying to monetize, even if you're not trying to monetize it, if it represents you. I mean, you don't want your son's friends calling them up saying, man, get your daddy, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I was posting one time on social media, and somebody called my kids and say, man, get your daddy's phone out his hand, man. You know what I mean? Because he's embarrassing himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you don't want to be an embarrassment to your family.
No.
If you're a father and you're the leader of a family, or a stepfather, whatever you are, whatever your circumstances are, you want to be the leader of your family. You want your kids to look at you and be proud.
Right.
Exactly.
And if you want that to happen, you have to give them something to be proud of.
And to that note, that's why Luce is the way he is, man. He looked up to, when I saw you get that award and the speech that he gave.
Oh man,
that was straight from the heart.
Yeah.
And the things that he's doing now is directly, in my opinion, a direct branch off of what you was doing.
Well, thank you.
I've met the young man.
Yes.
You've raised him. Y'all
Very
raised him well.
Very well.
Very well spoken. He's professional when he needs to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I've never seen, and I've interacted with him a few times, and he's always been like, "Yes, sir." And just
very
and that's
manable. Very manable.
And like you said, if somebody just saw him somewhere, you might have this other,
Absolutely.
perception about who he is.
Yeah.
But when I talk to that young man, he sounds like a CEO.
Yeah,
He sounds like of what he's doing. He understands his business.
Yeah.
He understands the importance of it, and he's a brand.
Yeah.
And he has to carry himself that way.
And he wasn't always that way. What you're seeing today is a work in progress.
Exactly.
But I'm proud to be his father. I'm proud that he's respectful to.
Oh, and based off the speech he gave when you got your award,
Yeah, man.
he was very proud to give you that award.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That speech, I said, "Don't cry, you're gonna make me cry. Don't do it, don't do it." But it was the moment, man. It was just special.
Well, on that day, I really didn't, because he was sitting next to me
Right.
the whole day.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So I thought that when my brother Will came into the building, I said, "Oh, okay, they got him. He's gonna give it to me, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So you never knew he was gonna present. To
No,
Tell him what the award was.
you. Yeah.
it was I was given. What she say?
I didn't hear.
What'd you say? Turn your mic on. What did you say?
I said it was presented at the Vagina Monologue.
So for clarity, that was
True.
that was
It was.
at the intermission of that play. He was given an award, so it was at that. Yeah,
It was.
Yes,
It was.
And I'm not proud of it. No, I'm just saying, no, I'm very proud. It was, I was given the Sean P. Entertainment 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, beautiful.
Shout out to Sean P.
Yeah.
Sean P. Production.
Yes.
Shout out.
And it was very special I guess what was special to me is to be alive and to have my namesake child presented to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a highlight in my life, because I never, in all honesty, I never even thought that I would live to be somebody's father. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to actually sit there and and hear your own kid, you know, with having that kind of admiration for you is very humbling. And I said, damn, I said, now this dude, when I got up there, his eyes was watering. I said, oh man, this dude finna make me look stupid as hell.
Cause you gonna start
but no, his first line was classic, but I ain't even gonna say what he said.
right. Go ahead.
'Cause they were talking about the vaginas and all that stuff, and then he got up there and said, well,
my vagina.
it was classic, man. It was classic,
man.
You know, so
oh my God.
I'm looking forward to, you know, the other award show that you were talking about in the makes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right now the priority is the premiere of the movie.
Right.
Yes.
And then, you know, after that, I'm pretty sure you're going to start working on, you know.
Well,
that thing.
you know, I understand what you're saying, but it's not that the movie's the priority.
Mm-hmm.
The movie is just being given to the public because the creator of all things is ready for it to be given to the public.
Mm-hmm.
And Midwest Video Awards is in the chamber, as is the Family Fun Day in conjunction with BBS and Vent Radio. All of those things are priorities to me.
Okay.
And we can try, what I've learned over this COVID season is that we can try to put dates and times on any damn thing we want to.
Don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing.
But it don't mean nothing until the creator of the universe says it's time.
It's time, that's right.
And that's what I've learned over this pandemic. So all of the things that we have in the chamber, we're going to pull the trigger on them. And they're going to be great events. They're just going to be
come as they come.
Come as they come.
I got you.
Now, we're looking right now in terms of Midwest, we're looking at a July date.
Okay.
Of course, we got BBS Vent Radio presents Family Fun Day, June 18th,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
a done deal. That's going to happen.
Put that in front of that camera.
Yeah. Hey, Smarty, why don't you hold this up to the camera? So, yeah, this is a family event for real. It's not going to cost you a dime. Come out June 18th, 2022, and we will be, along with the BBS boys, at the David H. Shepard Park. Y'all know what that is?
That's in Oak Park, baby.
That's in Oak Park, 24198. And it is a block off of Church Street. And we're going to have food for everyone, entertainment, all of the classic cars that you want to see. So bring your blankets and your barbecue pits or whatever you enjoy doing. I'm hearing that there may even be another spades or a bid whist tournament.
And
Look out.
and just so everybody know too, that during that particular weekend, there is the Oak Park community itself has an event going on the whole entire weekend. They start on Friday and end on Sunday.
It's gonna be a big weekend.
It's a big weekend because
Big
they're gonna
weekend.
have like food trucks and all this other stuff out there too. I even heard of Bouncy, some other stuff on the other side from where we're gonna be. But that doesn't stop us from doing what we're doing. It's just gonna be enough for everybody to do some of everything. So make sure you put that on your calendar.
Yes.
And make sure you come out and celebrate with the BBS Boys Detroit and also Vent Radio. It's going to be a great time, y'all.
And if you want to help out with the event monetarily, you can go to ventradio.net. There is a donate button at the top of the page. You click that button and you donate whatever you can afford to donate. And what the donations go to is food for the kids and stuff to eat, drinks and waters and hot dogs and sausages. That's what we do with the donation. So we're not trying to make any money. It is truly a family fun day.
Family fun
But
day.
we can't do it by ourselves.
Right.
So go to ventradio.net, click the donate button. We don't care if you can't send a $5. Send that $5 and please make a notation that this is for Family Fun Day, so we know how to allocate that money. Say even if you want us to buy drinks, okay, cold drinks or whatever, put it in there, and that's what we'll do with the money. I assure you that's where we'll go. If you like fruit punch, okay,
We have fruit punch.
Send it to us. We'll make sure you have some fruit punch out there. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, Sonya, I think it's time for me to pay some bills. I better get on pay these bills right quick. You know.
And when you're done, I want to ask Glenn a question too.
By all means, do so, sir.
I don't even know you, woman.
So guys, I want y'all to understand that we deal with Tax Smart. That's right, my man Sam Curry over there at Tax Smart. He's there for all your tax needs at 20318 Grand River. You can call him up at 313-592-1600, and he's there for all your tax needs. Tell him the BBS Boys Detroit sent you on over there. And that's right, Sam Curry at Tax Smart. Also, are you tired of the basic factory look? Tired of the wind being louder than your radio? Well, add some personality to your slingshot. That's right, the three-wheel rides we talking about, the slingshot. Call Trunk Music, LLC, for your slingshot audio and lighting needs. Don't just be seen, be heard. Trunk Music, that's right. Get a hold of my man, Brent. He's a fellow BBS boy. We call him Nephew Brent. You can get a hold of him at 313-622-4064, or you can call his man Theron at 313-505-4008. And as you just heard us talk about, we talked about the Family Fun Day. We're going to keep mentioning Family Fun Day because it's important that y'all come out there, and this is going to be like one of our first events of the summer. Yep. BBS Boys Detroit are going to be around the whole summer. You're going to see us a lot.
Everywhere.
We want to turn this into an annual thing. So this will be the very first one in conjunction with Vent Radio, and we want to blow this thing up and do it again year after year after year. But like he said, we need y'all help. You know, it's going to go down regardless, but your help would be much appreciated so we can do it and make it a big, nice event. Now, with that being said, I want to get back to your question, Tom.
Well, I know Glenn has been doing a lot of music, and I just want the audience to know his history. Glenn, can you tell the audience and the listeners some of the people you work with in the industry?
Oh, boy.
He worked with E.
Yeah,
he worked with Tone.
E double E, whichever you want to call it, as long as there's an E in it, because he joke about that all the time. So,
all the time.
Yeah, all the time. So I'm sorry.
What he say? Is it 3 E's or 2 E's?
It don't matter as long as there's an E in it. It don't matter.
Look, when he come to the door, I say, is it E or EE? Or EEE? I got to know who I'm letting in.
Right. Cause which E you going to get? Right.
Triple E is the stick-up man.
No, I ain't never been one of those.
Wow. In terms of my career overall, or just
overall career, some of the people in the industry that you actually work with.
I did 5 years with Prince. That's probably the biggest gig that I've had in my career.
Okay.
And I'm most proud of that. I'm the mother, if you will. I birthed the Honeys into the world. That is my creation.
My mother loved that group.
And my love. I have worked with Belle Biv DeVoe. I have worked with Shanice. Mm-hmm. I have worked with, man, there's just been so many people. I worked with Master P before the world even knew who he was.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, Tag Team, who did the Whoop record. Lathan. I managed Lathan for a number of years, who did Freak It.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
95 South. I worked with those guys. A-Town Players out of Atlanta. I worked with those guys. Wow, it's been. I hate to start naming names because when you forget somebody.
Yeah, you feel like, oh goodness.
But I've had the opportunity to work with Rance Allen, even from the
Rance Allen group.
Yeah,
okay.
Rance Allen, who actually wrote and produced a song that when I was a little boy, I loved. And when I actually got to work with this dude, it kind of, it blew me away. He had his record deal and my production distribution deal were at the same company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I got the opportunity to work with him. that's on the musical side of some of those people that I just named. But from the executive side, my mentor, Al Bell, who was the CEO and president of Stax Records, I still work with him very closely to this day. He is my brother, my mentor, my teacher when it comes to the music industry, entertainment industry.
Okay.
And
I hear you speak about him often.
Yeah, I do too.
I love him. I love him, man. If you, I would, you know what, I would love for you guys to meet him. He is such a powerful man when it comes to educating his people. Maybe one day, you know, maybe this summer we can ride down to Memphis and I'll take you guys to the Stax Museum, and you guys can meet this great man. This guy is, I can't say enough about him. He changed my life. He played a big part in me being able to lead the streets.
Okay.
He played a big part in that. And I love him, man. I love that dude.
That sounds like after our movie, need to be another one.
Well, you know, I can't really talk about it, but he and I have had some conversations, and I know that he trusts me to do the story. He just has reservations because he knows the kind of money that we would have to raise to do it properly.
Right.
Yeah, because his career spans 60 plus years.
You're talking about a timepiece to have to go back.
Yes, I mean, he is the writer of I'll Take You There by the Staple Singers.
Okay.
He is the architect and producer of the Watt Stax concert in California, where he sold out the Oakland Coliseum at $1 per ticket and had the biggest artists in the world on that show with no violence.
Wow.
So, I mean, this man, if you you Google this man and you see his accomplishments, you will be like, wow, where's this dude? You know, this dude is who brought Isaac Hayes to the world. This dude is who brought the Staple Singers. He wrote What Do the Lonely Do at Christmas for the Emotions.
Wow.
This man is a
wow.
I mean, yeah.
He's an icon.
He's an icon. I mean, you know, and he is responsible. He did the deal when Motown was sold to Universal. Mr. Bell actually negotiated the deal for Berry Gordy because at the time he was the president of Motown Records Group.
I got you.
He was the president. And this dude, man, I would love to be able to bring his life story to fruition. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet.
Understood.
Right. That's good, man.
Deep.
Yeah, and I see why. I mean, and that's where, you know, I can hear the knowledge that you've gained from him when you're talking to other people, particularly when you talk about the business. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, you had that ear to just, when he's dropping knowledge, you just absorbing that.
And see, when you're getting it from someone like him, I mean, this dude, man, this dude was the financial backing behind Martin Luther King Jr.
Really?
See?
Really?
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
That nobody talks about.
No, well, and nobody talks about it because a lot of people don't know it.
Right.
And he's the type of, I guess his humbleness has kind of morphed into me, kind of.
Because he's not doing it for, at the time, he wasn't doing it for no recognition.
Right.
He just doing
it to be,
exactly.
Doing the right thing.
Exactly.
Like what you saying about what you're doing here. I'm just doing the right thing, you know, it's me bringing you on this side so you can talk. And thank you for doing it because you just said you don't even do no interviews. So
no, Glen was coming on this side.
But
he was gonna come on this side.
But see, Because I think he has a lot to share, and
He
those
does.
people need to
He
hear
really
that.
does. True.
And I feel that I do. But you know what? I want to do it through my work.
Right, I got
You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
And that's not to say that if another person is comfortable with doing it on this side, great, do it. But we all have different styles in which we want to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to be guilty of. I spent a lot of years out of my life, man, showing off, if you will.
Yeah.
And talking about things that probably shouldn't have been said publicly. You know what I mean? I've been there. I've done that. I understand that for me, it reaps no benefit for me.
Right.
Now, for other people, maybe so. But for me, it's about doing the work. It's about legacy to me is after I'm gone, for my friends to be able to say, that dude was about his work. He was about his business.
Like you saying about Mr. Bell.
Exactly.
I feel that.
Same thing.
I feel that, Glenn.
When
I
you
feel that.
you know what I mean? When you did it, when you start getting money very young, you do a lot of foolish things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That if somebody would have told me back then it was foolishness,
Right.
I would have been like, man, beat it.
I was gonna say you wouldn't listen no way.
You
Right.
wouldn't have listened
Yeah.
no
No.
way.
Yeah.
So
And depending upon who it was, they better watch out.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Right.
So I think with the second and maybe third period that the Creator has allowed me to be on this planet, I just want to be guilty of showing it rather than talking about it.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That but for those who can talk about it and be comfortable while talking about it, great. We need those people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just not him.
Right. I got you.
That's all.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Well, I got it recorded now, so I'm gonna keep what we got.
That's
gonna
locked
be
in.
the-
That's locked in. That's locked
right there.
in. Yeah. Yeah.
So y'all, I wanna come to a conclusion of this show and talk about what's next. And you said some things that said we'll let it manifest itself, let it happen. But far as your mind, your thought of where you want 2022 to be when we get to the end of 2022, what you want to have accomplished in this year.
I want to expand Vent Radio in terms of from one station to maybe a second station.
Mm-hmm.
Even if that means more of the sit-down TV type setting.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that. I want to build our Family Fun Day to the point to where people can't wait.
They anxious.
They
for it.
can't wait to
Mhm. Yep.
the next June 18th or whatever we choose, because they had such a great time. And we actually did something with and for the community that you don't have to go away from talking about, man, so and so and them was over there beating on their women and talking nasty. You know what I mean? And I know that it can be done because it's all about how we present it and how we present ourselves to the public, because you get back what you
put out there.
you put out there.
That's true.
And
Very
I
true.
know that that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
So it's man, I mean, it's just so many great things that we can do if we do them together. You know what I mean? If we do them together, man, it's the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
The sky is really the limit, man. I mean, look at what 50 Cent is doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This dude has created an avenue, man, for other black people to live out their dreams as actors. No matter what you think about this
Actors
dude.
and producers.
Yeah, all of that, you know. And look at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry has put together a platform, man, where he didn't like that it was no black people behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he bought his own damn cameras and his own damn facility.
Mm-hmm.
And he hired his own damn people. And ain't nothing wrong with that. And we have to stop thinking that it's something wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. We have to get past that everybody else's ice is colder than our ice. It's all ice.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
those are the kind of things that I want to see happen, and that I'm going to do everything in my power to facilitate them happening. However, I do understand that it's all in the creator's time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have the talent and the gift to do these things, but it's still somebody that's got that final say so about when it pop off.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the sky's the limit, E.
I got you.
You know what I mean? The sky's the limit. I mean, who knows? Somebody was supposed to been finding me my dream car so I could be an official BBS boy. But
We still looking.
I think I think the
Yesterday's
rest
price
of the
is not
club.
today's price.
Say it again, E.
Hey, Joe, I'm gonna take that from you, man. But shout out to Fat Joe. Yesterday's price.
I
ain't
told
today's
Sonya,
price.
I said, I think them other dudes in that club don't want me in. So
Oh man, so it's that same question for you, Tone. Then I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna let Sonya answer it too, because I'm always interested to hear what people want out of a year. You know, because years go by fast. They go
They
by so
do.
fast, and when you get our
that's
age,
something
at this
else
point
I
now,
just learned.
yeah, they
truly do.
fly by, man.
Man, we've been in the house 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It don't even seem like it.
yep.
2
years.
We 2 years older, man, without going no damn where.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or
You're
doing
right.
anything.
Or doing anything. Well, this year, it kind of opened my eyes up to a lot of things. I guess E, I always say I want to get the team together because I always feel, and Glenn hit it on the head anyway. One person can do a lot, but when you got 4 or 5 guys, it's just more power there, more strength
Yep.
in what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer of that. And I just want the guys to get together, to be strong, to do whatever we're gonna do. There's a spot here, I guess it's Seafood and Wings, I think it is. It's on right off Northwestern Highway. And me and my wife was talking about it, and it turns out it's 5 guys that owns it, and they all grew up together.
Oh yeah, I heard about this place yesterday.
You heard about?
I
Yeah,
heard
they
about
all
it
grew up
yesterday.
together. They went to school together, and they opened up this restaurant.
Yeah, I just heard about it yesterday.
And it's just popping off. And I'm like, see, this is what I'm saying.
See, I need to go over there, talk to them, get them on here.
Man,
So,
it's
I'm on a mission.
But that's something that I want us to be able to do.
Right.
Even with Vent Radio. I look at Vent Radio as this our station. This is a
Absolutely.
family station. I come in here,
Absolutely.
I feel like this is ours.
Exactly.
I don't have no need for no shit by myself. I don't. I just don't feel the need for that, man.
Right. Right.
I've done that. I've tried it. It does not work. I don't. Only thing I think I need all to myself is a car.
A 560 SEC.
Yesterday's price is
Look,
not
today's
today's price.
See, I'm that kind of driver that don't even want no passenger. I don't want nobody
Just
riding
me,
with me.
just you in the car.
just
I
you
just
in the
look.
car.
I need to be able to turn the music up loud as I want it,
Yep.
and don't have nobody telling me
A side driver there. You know?
exactly.
Okay.
Slow down, speed up. What you looking over there for? What's that over there? Move your foot up right here. I don't know.
A little bit to the left.
But everything else, man, I want to do as a member of a team.
Got you.
I mean,
And I asked Glenn when he come in. I said, Glenn, what do we need to do next? And do I not ask you that?
no, you do ask me that, Tone. And you know what? I really, you really don't know how much I appreciate you asking that. But I really do. It's just that I'm not the type to, just because somebody extends their kindness to me, I just grab it and take chances with it.
Right.
Because I'm going to wait until I think we got something solid. And it may not be solid. I can be wrong. But I'm going to at least go into the situation honestly believing that we have a chance to succeed. And when I'm comfortable with that, then I'm going to reach out and I'm going to say what I need to say. But I'm going to investigate.
As well as you should.
Exactly.
do the
To
legwork.
see. So even if I'm wrong, it's not going to be because of my heart. It's going to be because of my head. because what something else I've learned is that all people don't understand business.
Whew. Say that one more time, please.
They want to make the money. They want to say, well, here go 5,000. I need that to come back as 10. See,
yeah, 5 years from now.
yeah, but see, that's a lot of these guys' mentality.
It is.
So rather than try to go back and forth with that dude, I just say,
Keep your 5.
you
Keep
hold
your
on to yours, my
yeah,
man,
yeah.
and I'll figure out how to get
what you need.
exactly. Because who wants to fall out over money?
Right.
It's just paper, man.
That's it.
At the end of the day, it's just paper.
That's all it is.
And sometimes you're going to have it, and sometimes you're not.
Right.
But you know when it
That's the
really
truth.
hurts? When you can't call up your boy and y'all just kick it on some whatever y'all kick it about because y'all mad over $5,000 damn dollars.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's terrible. Because before I do that, I'd rather give you the 5,000 and we stay okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gotcha.
So I do appreciate it. I know that we have committed to each other on certain things, such as the film.
Right.
Don't think that I'm not doing everything in my power to bring it to life. I am. But when I bring it to the table, I want to know that if I got a situation with this person, that's really what that situation is.
Mm-hmm.
If I got a situation over here, I want to be confident that that's what that is because I gave my word.
Mm-hmm.
So when you work in conjunction, especially in the entertainment industry, you have to kind of cross every T and dot every I.
Right.
Because like in everything, it's some sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to minimize the
sharks
bite.
in the water. Yeah.
Well, the sharks are in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to minimize the bite.
I'm trying to make sure that if he bite me, I can get my leg out.
Right.
Right.
So it's one of those type things.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I never want to. From this point on in my life, I should say never want. But from this day forward, I don't want someone saying that I did something to them that was improper. I don't want that to
Your
happen.
name associated
I'm the
with nothing
same
like
way.
that.
I'm
No,
the same way
I
right now.
I just don't.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So I just try to make sure that the people that I bring to the table are solid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I got you. And that takes some work when you're doing something like that because
Exactly.
everybody that's involved has a part to play.
Exactly,
Yep.
because when this man came to me about making the film, I knew he was passionate about it. It ain't just about I want to make some money or
Nah.
how much money do I have to spend. We talking about somebody's life story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I understand the importance of that. So if you entrusted me with your life story, I want to treat it like how I know you feel about it.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Which is only right.
Right.
I mean, somebody's exposing their life. That's a lot, man.
It's a
'Cause
whole
that's
lot.
for everybody to see.
Yeah.
So when I'm on page number 8, I'm being I'm being careful about what
Page 3.
what I'm putting in there.
Well, 3 weeks ago he was on 6, right?
Yeah. So I
Okay.
mean, I've had some things going on.
No, it's cool
But Sonya,
because it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen.
yeah, like you said, in all due time.
Exactly.
So what's your end goal for 2022?
My goal is just to understand the assignment, be where I'm supposed to be, execute each thing, get it done. Pretty
Oh
much.
shit!
Got you.
Say something, Glen Cannon.
Oh,
Come on. Say something.
I've been trying.
I like what you said that last part because a lot of people call me that, even in my work life, the get it done person. So I've always had this thing about I got to get it done because I've been solely dependent upon myself ever since a young fella, and because of some of my life circumstances that pushed me to be that way. So I had a loving mother, all of that, but my knucklehead self, ruined some of those things by what I chose to do. So I had to learn how to, make things happen for myself. I'm a true believer of working hard to get out of what I need, whether it been in the streets or whatever it was. I'm gonna do what I need to do so that I can feel, fulfilled by what I did. You know what I mean? and I don't have to look at nobody and say, hey, you know, or somebody hovering over my head. See, I did that for such. No, so my goal for the end of 2022 is to continue to make it happen, do what I need to do, be a better friend to those who are considered friends. Also be a better, just rounded individual. And then my goal for this show itself is to be just, you know, continue to develop the show so it continues to grow. And be a staple on this station. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? We talk about it all the time. We ain't going nowhere. You know, BBS Boys Detroit is going to be here to stay, and I'm going to get somebody else to learn how to do this so that if I go on vacation or if I get in the hospital or anything like that, the show can still go on. Y'all told me once before, E, what you mean, man? Why you here? You just had surgery or something. Because what you said was key, passionate about what I'm doing. And this doing stuff like this and doing this show brings that energy back to me too. Because for a while we were all dormant. You know, when you get into that phase where you like dormant and you just going through life, just going through doing
through
whatever,
the motions.
you know, and you used to be involved in certain things that gave you that sense of fulfillment in yourself. So that has happened for me again with doing this show. So I appreciate y'all and I appreciate this show. And I am ready to have some fun with everybody on Family Fun Day. So we're going to wrap this show up today. Another Wednesday has gone by. We appreciate everybody who tuned in and checked us out. Don't forget to check us out on IG_BBS Boys Detroit, or you can go directly to our page at bbsboysdetroit.com. We still got some of that merchandise out there. If y'all looking for it, come on, get some of that. The weather is changing.
Ooh, yes, it is.
It is starting to get better. So you're going to see these whips, and y'all going to know it's us. Because you ain't going to just see one or two. It might be 3 or 4 at a time. But if you do see 1 or 2, you're going to know it's us. So we out here, y'all. We having a great time celebrating just life in general, man. So as we wrap the show, I want y'all to think about something, especially you fellas out there. Don't forget, you got to man up. You got to take care of your responsibilities. You got to be a man about yourself, man. Take care of yourself, man. Take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your responsibility. And know that there's power. A lot of power in that mouth, man. In that tongue. There's a lot of power in there. It could either benefit you or it could hurt you. So just be careful how you go about your day every day. Shout out again to all of the BBS Boy chapters. New Jersey, New York, Baltimore, Oakland, ATL, Florida. Also want to give a shout out to my homeboys from BBS Boys Detroit, Sonny Mac. My man DJ Tone, nephew Brent Buck. My man DJ Tone. I think I said DJ Tone already.
Yeah,
I did. Okay,
so.
Tony
That's
Tone.
That's kind of how you say your E.
Yeah.
Like
That's
E.
got E double E.
Yeah.
As long as there's an E in it. Yeah, you know. See how they do me. See how they do me. You know, I'm their comic relief, I guess. You know, I don't know. But anyway, man, I had a wonderful time today talking to my man.
Wonderful
Glen,
time.
thank you, man, for sitting
Thanks
on
for
the other
having
side,
me,
man.
Yes.
Thanks for having
And
me.
I think I'm going to go check out your show tonight. I may even call in and change my identity.
Well,
I might be.
Whatever.
Just be E.
I might be X.
What's our topic for tonight?
Sexuality versus gender.
No, I don't think I'm going to call in on that one. I ain't
I'll
going to
be next week.
What's wrong with this dude?
Let me know when you get some dogs or something on there.
Some dogs.
So anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We up out of here, BBS Boys. Send nothing but love y'all way. We out.
Peace.
Wild Child DNA. R&B experience. Chef Dane. Love hip hop edition. So we get it. What's about my